What if a country shut down its central bank, adopted the US dollar, and slashed public spending overnight? This isn't fiction. It's Argentina, and Javier Milei has already started. Today, we explore the high-risk economic revolution unfolding in Latin America's most fragile economy. For over a century, Argentina has danced with debt, default, and inflation. Once among the world's richest nations, its economic decline has been marked by 9 IMF bailouts, multiple currency crises, and runaway money printing. This volatility has destroyed trust, not just in institutions, but in the peso itself. In this vacuum, populism and desperation take turns steering the ship, and now enter Milei, with a chainsaw and a libertarian doctrine. In 2023, Milei shocked global markets by proposing to eliminate Argentina's central bank and dollarize the economy. His message: no more inflation, no more peso. Backed by angry voters and a crumbling currency, he won. But this wasn't just a policy shift, it was a paradigm break. Milei promised to tear down over 40% of the Argentine state. Ministries closed, subsidies cut. The IMF watched, nervously, as their most chronic debtor embraced economic shock therapy. Dollarization sounds simple, but it's a geopolitical gamble. Argentina must source enough dollars to replace the peso, relinquishing monetary sovereignty. Ecuador did it in 2000, stabilizing inflation, but lost control over its monetary levers. Without its own currency, Argentina becomes a fiscal hostage, and Milei's reforms require institutional trust, something Argentina has lacked for decades. The result? A fragile experiment, dependent on investor confidence and US dollar inflows. Today, Argentina slashes state jobs, sells off public assets, and begs for foreign capital. Inflation slows, but poverty deepens. In Washington, Milei signs agreements aligned with US interests, hoping to restore credibility. Meanwhile, Chinese trade declines. The West cheers. But inside Argentina, protests grow. Food prices rise. Teachers strike. Libertarian capitalism may win headlines, but can it feed the people? In mid-2025, a leaked IMF memo warned, dollarization without fiscal anchors risks collapse. Bond yields spiked. Argentina's risk premiums soared. The market had voted, not against Milei's ideology, but against its execution. A revolution without stability becomes just another crisis. Milei may be the most radical president Argentina has ever elected, but revolutions are judged not by how loudly they begin, but by whether they survive their first crisis. You can chain a nation to an idea, but without trust, it snaps. Friedrich Hayek: if strategy, history, economics, and finance shape the world, this is where they converge.